Hello guys, how you doing today? Welcome back to Real Slides Talk with Troubleshooter. Today we're going to be sponsored by Panda Room. Like I said, they're a great place to play at. Been playing with them for a while, and I just want to jump right in. We started with an $80 load, and the table was hitting. It was really on fire today. And like I said, you'll see, I thought I caught it on 20 cents, but if you go back and look, I was basically changing my bet. 10, shot a little bit, 15, shot a little bit, and it hit it, and I switched my bet right at the same time it hit. So it was actually at 15 cents, but it multiplied by 831. I was really hoping to give me another slot and drop another digit in there, but it didn't. But it definitely put me in a good place on the game, because like I said, I still got $77 in my entries, and now I have right at what, 132 in my winnings. So like I said, I can feel like play more freely, but I didn't jump ahead. I basically just kept it smooth. And like I said, we're gonna jump into this. If you look at this real quick, this shows you the website for Panda Room, and the giveaway they got going on coming up starts in 8 hours from when I took this video. And you can do everything from their website, load your account, cash out, everything. Like I said, they're very, very good place to play. They got different tier systems for your cash outs. They got a minimum deposit of $20, minimum redeem of $50. They cash out hours are 12 p.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern time, and you can redeem once per 24 hours. And their max sign-up bonus is $100. And like I said, but you can work your cash out max up the more you deposit. So the starter tier is 20 to 74 is $500 a day. Then they got a grinder tier, 75 to 249, that's $750 a day, all the way up to a baller tier, which gives you a whopping $3,000 a day cash out. And like I said, they're a group that definitely is one of my go-tos. And like I said, they do these crazy giveaways. They give away $10,000 a month, y'all. If you're not playing there, you're missing out on that. So like I said, I truly advise you to start playing with them and get your name in these drawings, because they give you $10,000 a month. They do 10 $1,000 winners, and then on top of that, they give away $750 a week, every week, and that's $25 to 30 people. So like I said, that's 130 winners a month. So it's a very high probability that if you go play with them and spend a little bit of money with them and get in them drawings, you will definitely get something back, because they believe in giving back to the community. When I talk to the owner, he always tells me that's their goal, is just to give back to the community that has helped them grow. And like I said, I really advise you to go if you haven't. And you can reach them through Facebook. Like I said, it's Panda Room, and all the links and everything will be in the description of this video, along with their cash out rules and everything. And they have their website, which is mypandaplayhouse.com. Like I said, that will be in the description of the video as well. And like I said, they take multiple ways for payments. They got Tier Lock, which takes Apple Pay, Google Pay, and card payments. And then they have Pay Lightning, and that takes Cash App, BTC, Stripe, Coinbase, and more. I personally use Speed Wallet. And like I said, if you see this, we actually caught this on 15 cents as well. So like I said, 15 cents was just my go-to this day, and it was working for me, so I didn't change it. So sometimes, and that's my motto, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep it where it's at until it gives you a reason not to. And I got the genie lamp, and like I said, this is the first time, as you'll see, it almost gave me all the numbers on the whole thing except for one place. And it's never done that before. I got one or two, I think 3 is the most, and this time it almost gave me all of them. So it was a really good hit, and it put me in a good place. So like I said, if you continue watching, you'll see what I'm talking about. As you see, what I was talking about, it gave me all number one, and it was 1,000 multiplied times 2. Man, that would have been something special if I could have got that times 5 or something. But like I said, I'm happy with that. That's a $300 hit on 15 cents. Very good place to be at. I'm up to $400, and I haven't even moved over anything much from my entries. So like I said, I'm gonna continue to play for a little bit longer. I was thinking about cashing out at the 400, but I didn't, because like I said, this place does $500 a day from the starter tier. So I was definitely trying to reach that 500, and I got close, as you'll see, because the table was just on fire. And like I said, we're about to see now, I'm about to pop it again. So let's see what it does this time. See, I was hoping it gave me a little bit more than the 75, maybe like the 125 to 250, but like I said, it did give me the genie lamp. And like I said, let's see if it's gonna multiply. It does ×3, and then it does ×3 again, so you get ×6. So it wasn't the hit I was looking for, and I kind of took that as my cue. After this, you'll see I got I think it was around 450 altogether, and I was like, man, I'm just gonna go ahead and take it. I'm only $50 away from my max cash out per day, so I might as well go and take this 450 instead of losing it all. And like I said, so all the links and stuff will be in the description of this video, so make sure you tell them that we sent you and tell me you've seen the video. And like I said, everything you need to know will be in the description of this video. We're going to cash out. Also, I'm going to make sure that I get my name in that drawing a couple times for that $10,000 a month giveaway and that $750 a week giveaway. So like I said, before you go though, make sure you subscribe and like the video, and thank you again. See you next time.